angle of deviation due to the reflection. Angle of deviation due to reflection. So when the light rays can deviate only when the another medium or any obstacle encountered. Actually, the light rays travel in a straight line, even though it will be deviated only when the obstacle or any medium is encountered alone. So, how much of light ray is deviated from the reflecting surface? We should know very well. So, how much of light rays is deviated? And before that, let me consider a reflecting surface of xy. This is the reflecting surface xy. Now, I am going to pass a incident ray from the point of A. It will be meet at the point O on the reflecting surface here, O. From the point of A. So, incident light ray is AO. It meets at the point of O. Now, I am going to draw the normal line to the reflecting surface. At the same amount of angle, it will be reflected. So, here only the partial amount of energy only reflected. OA is the incident ray, it creates an angle of I. And then OB is the reflected ray, it creates an angle of R. So it satisfies the laws of reflection. But we are going to find the angle of deviation value. Only the partial amount of light will be reflected. What about the remaining? It will be undeviated and it passes in the continuous line like this. This is the undeviated line. This is the deviation alone, then only it will be reflected. So I am going to put it as name of C. Here the OC is the undeviated line. It's a continuation of incident ray. The partial amount of light energy will be reflected in the angle of R. So the angle of deviation is defined as the angle between incident ray and then angle of deviation. Okay, the light ray is OA, incident light ray is OA, and then reflected is OB, and then undeviated line is OC. The angle between OB and then OC is called angle of deviation D. Okay, students? Okay, the angle of I is incident, angle of reflected is R. This is the plane. I already insisted you, the three lines lies in the same plane. So there is a coplanar. The angle of plane is 180 degree. Am I right? Right. So here the straight line, it occupies certain amount of angle. So I am going to subtract, then only it will be find out the angle of deviation. So the angle of deviation D is equal to 180 minus of incident ray and then emergent ray. So I plus of R. Am I right? Here, the incident ray value and the reflected ray values are equal according to the law of reflection. So, angle of I equal to angle of R. So, we can able to write it as I equal to R. So, now here, the angle of deviation D is equal to 180 minus of 2I. Am I right? This is the expression of angle of deviation D. So, we can easily find the value of angle of deviation using this formula. Okay, sir. Again, the angle of deviation can be defined in another way. Do you know one thing, the glancing angle? Glancing angle. Glancing angle means the angle created incident ray and then reflecting surface. So now I am going to draw the glancing angle value. The angle between incident ray and then reflecting surface x. So it creates an angle of alpha. This is the glancing angle alpha. Okay, students. Next step. At the same value, that is BOY. Here the BOY is also it creates the same glancing angle, because we know very well the incident ray creates how much of angle is equal to that much of angle of reflected rays having. So I equal to R. At the same time, here the angle of AOC, AOX is equal to alpha. And then the angle of BOY is also alpha. What is the angle of COY? What is the angle of COY? It also the same angle. This is alpha, and then this is the alpha. Because this is a deviated line, this is a deviated line, and this one is an undeviated line. The continuation of deviation line, it also has the same angle. The angle of AOX is the angle of alpha, the same angle of COY. So this is the angle of alpha. So we can easily find the angle of deviation. D is equal to, what is the definition of angle of deviation? The angle between incident angle and then deviated angle. So incident angle and then deviated angle. So the value is, here one is alpha, that is a glancing angle alpha, here also. So the total value is D is equal to 2 alpha. D is equal to 2 alpha. Okay students, by using these two equations, D is equal to 180 minus of 2I, otherwise D is equal to 2 alpha. Shall we check it one more time? So suppose the incident angle I is 30 degree. Okay, find the deviation value, angle of deviation. D is equal to 180 minus of 2 into 30. So 180 minus of 60. So angle of deviation is 120 degree. The answer is derived from using the relation of D is equal to 180 minus of 2I. No sir, the glancing angle is, how will you find the glancing angle? Sir, I am passing the incident line to the reflecting surface. Once again I am going to draw the normal line. It creates angle of I. So this portion is considered as a perpendicular. That is normal line and then surface, that is a reflecting surface, a perpendicular one. Suppose the angle of incidence is 30 means, what about the remaining value? 60 degree. Am I right? 60 degree. Now you can able to easily derive the value of angle of deviation. What is the angle of deviation formula? D is equal to 2 times of glancing angle. So the glancing angle is 60 degree. So D is equal to 2 into 60 degree. So angle of deviation D is equal to 120 degree. It gives the same value. Here also 120, here also 120. So these two relations are perfectly to calculate the angle of deviation. Very important expression students. Mark it down.